You know what? Thank you, movie, for teaching me that if a group of college activists come up to me and ask, hey, you want to help save an Amazonian tribe? I'll be like, yeah, you can go fuck yourselves. I kind of like having my limbs on my body, so yeah, go away. Okay, so the Green Inferno. So the Green Inferno follows the story of a college student named Justine who is entering her freshman year of college. She's getting used to the college life until she is asked to join a group in which they deal with foreign issues. They go to Peru to basically help save Amazonian jungles because there's assholes out there who destroy them because they can, and that's what they do. Until this group gets into a massive plane crash, and eventually this cannibalistic tribe finds them and they plan to cook them and eat them. And after realizing they are a tribe of cannibals, they must try to devise a plan to escape this village in hopes of surviving and prevent themselves from being eaten like a human pizza. Now, I understand the Green Inferno was supposed to come out last year, and I remember watching the trailers and I was like, oh cool, looks like Hostel in the Jungle. But something happened, I don't really know what, I didn't really bother looking it up either. I kind of feel bad about doing that. No, I don't. It makes me more interested considering it is a cannibal movie and it is from Eli Roth, and just like most of his movies, you really need to have a specific taste for it. Because when it comes to the story and the characters, it really wasn't there at all. In fact, it was pretty terrible. Cause you got Lorenza Izzo as Justine, who is the best actor in the movie, but even then, it doesn't really say much since a lot of the scenes, it felt like she was reading directly from the script. It was one of those scenarios where I saw the potential in her. I can see her actually being a really good actress later on, but in this movie, she doesn't really show off her acting chops at all. The rest of the characters honestly annoyed the shit out of me. I was like, when are you guys gonna die? Because honestly, let's be real here. The reason why you would see this movie is so you can see people get filleted for gross factor. You give your money to see that. I was like, making it rain. What was that? And now come to think of it, I think this movie purposely tried to make you not give a shit about these characters and making you want them to die. But even then, when it takes a whopping 45 minutes to get to the stuff that you want to see, you don't understand why it has to take that long. At least Hostel had the decency of setting up for at least 15 minutes. It was stupid stuff, but it was short. But 45 minutes? Dear God. And it wasn't even interesting stuff either. And when you see these people act out their scenes, I'm just like, where did they hire these actors? They seriously grab their phones and they're like, we don't need guns, our phones are our guns. And like, I understand what you're trying to do, but going to an Amazonian jungle and trying to save them in your line of work without bringing a gun is just stupid. Fortunately, when you get past all the stupid characters and the horrible acting, that's when it gets entertaining for the most part. But, like I said, you need to have a specific taste for Eli Roth movies because they're so over the top, I feel like some of you guys might get sick from this movie. I dug the fact that Eli Roth went for the whole props and prosthetic approach because there was no CGI when it came to the torture scenes, and seeing that kind of makes me appreciate the whole lost art of what is called prosthetics in movies, and it was pretty cool seeing Eli Roth tackle the old-fashioned filmmaking style. I mean, it doesn't take away the fact that it's still pretty gross. I mean, there was one particular death that totally outdid the assistant death from Jurassic World. It was pretty bad. It made me sick to my stomach. I know that's what Eli Roth was trying to go for, and in some torture scenes, he really did accomplish that. And the fact that this movie was shot in the deepest part of the jungle gives it that realistic atmosphere. I mean, the whole entire jungle was the set. And the tribe, like a real-ass tribe of people, just adds to the realistic element that this tribe could in fact be cannibals. But if you watch the behind the scenes, Eli Roth and the cast say that they're the nicest group of people ever. It's actually pretty funny because you're watching a movie in which those people kill those people, so well, I'll stop. But in the end, The Green Inferno is just another Eli Roth film that you really need to have a taste for. If you like his films, then you'll like this one. It was cool seeing that old-fashioned filmmaking style and seeing Eli Roth make an attempt on making it as realistic as possible was really cool also. But when it comes to the story, the pacing, and the characters, it just wasn't there. It was pretty bad writing. The Green Inferno really isn't worth the theater experience, but it is worth the red box release. That is, if you're a fan of blood and gore. But I want to know what your thoughts are on about The Green Inferno. Do you think it was worth the release delay? Whatever your thoughts are, leave them down below. And as always, there's a link for my Twitter and my Facebook below as well. Keep in contact with me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. But in the meantime, I have to get going to not eat anything for a couple days. That movie made me really sick.